Wishing you good health. Today is February 6th, 2026, and we have an overview of combat events on the Eastern Front. Why the news is better than last week, watch in this video. Let's go. Thank you. Today we'll analyze why the enemy is increasing their attacks in some areas and reducing their pressure in others, what contributes to this, and what we need to prepare for in the future. Let's start from the northern side, from the direction of Orech-Vasilivka, along the road to Slavyansk. The orcs have reached Previlia, where fighting is already taking place on the outskirts of the settlement. Half of Minkivka. The enemy has already occupied Novomarkove. It is completely under enemy control, and it is recorded that they are advancing even further from the settlement. The Russians have already captured more than 50%. Markove-Maysky is still too tough for the orcs. I don't know which of our brigades is stationed there, but the guys are just tigers. No changes in Yaru for now. But in the area of Stupochki along the road to Kostiantinivka, the enemy advanced about 1.5 kilometers. In Kostiantinivka itself, the enemy was driven out from the very spot. The city is completely under the control of the armed forces of Ukraine, but the enemy is present on the outskirts of the city, in the gardens, and from the direction of Klebanbik, in the area of Ilinivka, Stepanivka, and Rusinyar. The 93rd Brigade continues to eliminate Russian infantry along with a large amount of enemy heavy equipment. This week, there were none at all, because they have no chance of surviving here. Together we will push through, together we will help to stand strong. All the details are in the description under the video. And moving on to the Dobropilia direction, in the areas of Sofivka and Shakove, there have been no Russian advances, but they are putting a lot of pressure in the Biliska area without success, suffering heavy losses. As for the Pokrovsk direction, I won't say anything about Pokrovsk and Mirnohrad at all. Let those who are authorized speak about it. The Russian occupier is already on the outskirts of Hryshina, where our drones are driving them out. As you can see this week, most sections on our line of engagement remain unchanged, and that's much better than if the enemy were advancing. It seems to me that the Russian command has started to spare and conserve manpower, which we cut down quite a lot in the winter and spring. They will no longer be able to make any major breakthroughs and break through our defenses, because it's impossible to constantly lose large numbers of manpower and keep advancing. I think they are building up specifically for the summer campaign, where the Russian terrorist will attempt a series of major breakthroughs. Breaking through our defenses means that by summer we'll be sunbathing on the beach and waiting for the offensive. Every day, the enemy increases their attacks with first-person view drones, Lancets, and Molnias. Their artillery and multiple launch rocket system shells never run out. Plus, they add Shaheds and ballistic missiles targeting the energy infrastructure, striking all the frontline villages. For example, in Druzhkivka, there has been no electricity, gas, heating, or mobile connection at all for several days now. I'm not even mentioning the constant shelling. Just the day before yesterday, the Russian occupiers shelled the market in Druzhkivka. On the day when people were shopping, 6 people were killed and many were injured. So don't think that it's just your home or your condominium association that has suffered. It's happening all over the city and all over Ukraine. There are cities and towns that have been under a complete blackout for almost a month now. Not only is there no electricity, but there's also no heat or communication at all. How are people surviving and not going out to protest? Come visit us, and after your visit you'll understand the value of life. and we continue to defend our country, help the armed forces of Ukraine, and we will definitely win because we are invincible.